Have you ever imagined holding a currency that could suddenly be recognized worldwide? It's turning years of anticipation into real, spendable financial power. In 2025, that vision feels closer than at any point in recent history. The Iraqi dinar, long watched by global investors and currency enthusiasts, appears to be preparing for entry into the international foreign exchange market. This is no longer just rumor or hopeful chatter. Careful reforms, monetary strategies, and economic policies are moving into alignment, setting the stage for everyday holders to interact with the dinar in ways never before possible. In this in-depth coverage, we'll explore the potential launch of the Iraqi dinar on Forex markets and walk you step by step through the banking exchange process that could transform long-term holdings into liquid wealth. The story of the Iraqi dinar has been marked by decades of hurdles, political upheaval, sanctions, and economic uncertainty. For most investors, owning the currency has been more about belief in its potential than about immediate use. But that narrative is beginning to shift. Increasingly, economists and financial commentators are pointing to the possibility of the dinar becoming freely traded on global currency markets. This development would move its valuation away from domestic restrictions and toward international supply and demand. Such a change is far more than a financial technicality. It would be evidence that Iraq's financial system has matured and is ready to interact with global capital flows. For holders, this would mean the ability to finally exchange the dinar through recognized institutions for real, usable value. The transition to a freely floating dinar would place it alongside world currencies like the dollar, euro, and yen. This is not just about numbers on a chart, but about international recognition and confidence in Iraq's fiscal and political stability. For those who have held dinar for years, this shift could convert abstract investments into accessible capital. Instead of depending on small exchanges or speculative networks, holders could walk into legitimate banks and convert their notes with transparency. The symbolism is powerful as well. It reflects Iraq's broader economic reintegration and the establishment of credibility on the world stage. A functional tradable dinar represents not only money but trust. If the currency lists officially on Forex platforms, its price will move in response to actual market drivers. Gone will be the days of rigidly set bands maintained by the government. Instead, the dinar will rise and fall with oil exports, balance of trade, fiscal policy, and overall stability. Investors will finally see the value of their holdings fluctuate with Iraq's real economic performance. That shift could unlock dramatic appreciation, offering life-changing opportunities to those who patiently held through years of uncertainty. Importantly, this represents a move from speculation into transparency, clear window into the dinar's true market worth. Understanding how the bank exchange will work is essential for anyone preparing. Holders will need to organize and secure their notes in anticipation of presentation at official banks. Once the dinar is live on Forex, institutions will introduce advanced systems to authenticate each note watermarks, threads, holograms, even chemical analysis to weed out counterfeits. Only then will transactions move forward. The teller system will connect directly to real-time global rates, displaying the dinar's market price in dollars, euros, or other currencies. For the first time, holders will witness their value determined not by rumor, but by international markets. The actual conversion is straightforward, but hugely significant. Once the dinar is authenticated, holders can decide whether to exchange all at once or convert gradually. Some may choose to keep part of their holdings for future gains, while others may secure immediate liquidity. This flexibility is one of the most empowering parts of the process, giving individuals control over strategy and timing. Gone are the days of relying on unverified brokers or whispered stories online. With official exchanges in place, the process becomes standardized, transparent, and available to everyone. One area often misunderstood is the concept of deleting zeros. Many confuse it with a revaluation. They are not the same. Redenomination is simply a cosmetic change to the printed numbers, while a revaluation reflects a real increase in global worth. For dinar holders, the difference is critical. True revaluation preserves the value of existing notes, creating the possibility of significant financial gain. Cosmetic redenomination, on the other hand, alters appearances but not intrinsic value. For long-term investors, clarity on this issue is key to understanding the potential magnitude of change. If Iraq's currency does make this leap, the impact will stretch far beyond bank counters. It would represent sovereignty, stability, and economic maturity. Iraqi citizens could see better purchasing power, more reliable pricing, and stronger connections between their economy and the wider world. For global investors, the dinar would evolve into a legitimate asset class, offering new opportunities for portfolio diversification and international trade. In both symbolic and practical terms, this moment would mark Iraq's confident arrival into the financial mainstream. The security of the banking process ensures every exchange is reliable. Banks will employ advanced counting machines that verify authenticity while calculating values instantly. Automated systems reduce errors and provide holders with exact conversions in real time. Transactions will meet international banking standards, giving holders assurance of safety and legitimacy. This represents a clear break from the uncertainty of the past, when the dinar's value was clouded by rumor or guesswork. Now, every exchange will be rooted in live, transparent data. Preparation remains critical. Those holding dinar should organize their notes carefully, keep identification ready, and consider their financial objectives. Whether the plan is to cash out fully or hold for potential appreciation, the process has been designed for simplicity. You don't need expert financial training to participate. Banking professionals will guide holders step by step, ensuring clarity at every stage. This accessibility is vital, making the system work for ordinary people as much as for sophisticated investors. The emotional weight of this potential change cannot be overlooked. For many, seeing their dinar converted into dollars or euros will represent years of waiting and faith finally validated. It is not just financial empowerment, but personal vindication. For some, it means paying debts. For others, funding education, buying property, or securing retirement. The moment is more than a balance sheet, it is life-changing. The dinar's transformation into a usable, global asset makes the patient journey worthwhile. The international listing also ensures transparency and trust. With real-time trading, values are no longer influenced by rumor, but by measurable economic realities. Investors can watch the dinar's movements like any other currency, making informed choices based on accurate data. Liquidity will improve, allowing faster, safer exchanges. As a result, the dinar evolves into a functioning financial instrument that markets and institutions respect. This development represents nothing less than a complete redefinition of its global role. Knowing how forex markets operate is crucial. Prices reflect global trade, investor confidence, and macroeconomic indicators. Once the dinar joins this system, it will adjust constantly in response to Iraq's performance. This ensures fairness and efficiency while offering the potential for real appreciation. Both casual holders and professional investors will be able to follow and respond to movements in real time. For the first time, tangible outcomes replace speculation as the dinar becomes a true participant in global finance. The involvement of regulated banks is also central. Unlike informal networks or risky brokers, legitimate institutions provide security and accountability. Each note will be carefully verified before conversion, safeguarding both holders and the wider system. Once verified, tellers will calculate exact equivalence using real-time forex data, and holders can then decide how much to exchange. This structure empowers individuals to take charge of their strategy, with freedom to act in ways that suit their financial vision. For Iraq itself, the implications are historic. By listing on Forex, the dinar becomes part of the global financial framework, signaling stability and competence to the world. This attracts investment, builds credibility, and fosters national pride. For holders worldwide, the currency becomes more than an asset. It becomes a gateway to opportunity. For Iraq, it represents arrival, legitimacy, and long-awaited recognition in the international financial system. As always, patience and planning remain vital. Staying updated through official announcements and reputable financial news helps avoid mistakes. Knowing when and how much to exchange, aligning decisions with personal goals, and preparing documents in advance all ensure smoother outcomes. The process is designed to be clear, safe, and available to all, transforming years of waiting into practical financial results. In the end, the potential launch of the Iraqi dinar on global forex is far more than a technical update. It is the culmination of a long journey. Through secure, step-by-step exchanges, holders can finally convert their notes into real money at live market rates. It represents security, maturity, and opportunity, not just for individuals, but for Iraq as a nation. For millions who have followed the dinar story, this moment could mean patience rewarded, faith realized, and the long-awaited transition from speculation to true financial transformation. Thank you so much for joining us for this detailed look into the Iraqi dinar's journey. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button, share this video with others who might be interested, and subscribe to our channel for more updates. We'll see you in the next one.